If factoring a trinomial where the coefficient of the squared variable is other than 1, there are two main methods. One is trial and error. The other method is the AC method, sometimes called factoring by grouping. I will show factoring by both of these methods. First, I'll show factoring by trial and error. Second, I'll show factoring by the AC method or factoring by grouping. So depending on which one you use, go to that section. I'll first do trial and error, then the AC or by grouping. Notice in this trinomial, there's no factors other than 1 or -1 that can be factored out. Let's use trial and error. I'll see if this factors into two binomial factors. First, we look for factors of 6t squared. I'll try 3t and 2t. If I've exhausted factors of -5 and I haven't factored it correctly yet, then I'll go to 6t and t. Right now I'll choose 3t and 2t. What about factors of -5? Let's try, say, I don't know, -1 and +5, and let's see what happens. Product of the outside terms, that's 15 and that's -2, so that will not work out. Let's put the 1 over here and the 5 here, and let's see what happens. That's 3t minus 10t. That will not work out, and I'm not even close enough to worry about the signs yet. So let's now try 6t and t. So now I'm going to 6t and t. All right, two sets of parentheses. Let's try 6t and t, and factors of 5, let's try, say, -5 and +1. Checking the outside terms, that's 6t minus 5t, that's 1t or t, but it's a positive t, and we need a negative t, so I'll make this a plus, and I'll make this positive sign a negative, and I'll let you check now. First times first, that's -6t plus 5t, that's -t, and last times last, that's -5. Let's now factor by grouping or the AC method. No common factor. I'm looking for two numbers whose product is 6 times -5, whose product is -30, and whose sum is -1, this coefficient. Product -30, sum -1, that would be -6 and 5. Correct product, correct sum. So remember what you do. You rewrite the middle term using these coefficients. So that's -6t plus 5t minus 5. And I've rewritten, but I haven't changed because -6t plus 5t is still -1t or -t. But now let's factor by grouping. Common factor of 6t. I'll factor it out and I'll have left t minus 1. And then we'll factor out a 5. I have left t minus 1. Then notice there's a common factor of t minus 1. If I factor it out here, I'll have 6t. Factor it here, plus 5. Here is my correct factorization.